So your empirical rule says that 68% of values fall within one standard deviation of the mean, and 95% of values will fall within two standard deviations, and roughly 99.7% of the population will fall within three standard deviations of the mean. So here, they give me that the mean is 17. So you can pretend for a second, like, I don't know, like the mean score on a quiz is 17 correct, with a standard deviation of 2. So I'll back up 2 from this side, back up 2 from that side. So basically, the empirical rule is saying that 68% of the students scored between 15 and 19. And then you can keep subtracting standard deviation. So again, your standard deviation is 2, so I'll just keep subtracting 2. So 15 minus 2 is 13. 13 minus 2 is 11. Add the standard deviations this way. So 19 plus 2 is 21, 23. And so 95% of the data fall, 95% of the students scored between 13 and 21, and most of the students scored between 11 and 23. So that's kind of what your standard deviation means. They want to know how many scored above 13. So that's all of this. So it's more than 95%, because that would be this much here. I need to include that over there. So a lot of times you'll see the empirical rule broken down farther. It's almost more helpful to memorize these percentages than these. So if 68% fall within one standard deviation, that means there's 34% on either side here. Now to figure out these guys, 95% are within the total, and then if I just do 95 minus the 68 that I already know, take that and divide it by 2, there's 13.5% in each one of these. So 13.5% there, 13.5% there. Now to get these guys, 99.7% lie within 3, 95 are already accounted for. So I'll do the same idea. I'll take 99.7 minus 95, split that amongst the two pieces, and I get 2.35. So there's 2.35% in this guy and 2.35% in that guy. And then for the last one, there's 100% in the entire thing. 99.7 are accounted for from here to here. So I'm going to take 100 minus 99.7, split that up into the two tails, and I get 0.15%, 0.15% in that one, and 0.15% in that one. And so now, again, these, the 0.15, the 2.35, the 13.5, and the 34, and repeated on the other side, are almost more valuable to remember than the 68, 95, 99.7 as the empirical rule is normally presented, because you're usually looking for these little bits. So anyway, if I want the percentage above 13, 13 was here, and so I can just add up all of these percentages. So I could add up the 13.5 plus the 34 plus the 34 plus the 13.5 plus the 2.35 plus the 0.15, and I'll get 97.5, and I match the answer that they got. I could also do, well, more than 13 is not less than 13, then I could add up that 0.15 plus the 2.35 from over here and say that 2.5% is in here, and if I do 100 minus 2.5, that also gives me the 97.5. So, hopefully that makes sense.